Do you guys remember the Ego problem?
It was it. Damn it! I
I
don't
know the
know.
final. Well, I'm aware of the final solution.
Yeah. So, welcome to the Tails Gets Trolled experience, episode 7. And one thing to note from this chapter is that this might be one of the only chapters in the entire series that stays in one place the entire time. Yeah, so I guess we'll jump right into it. Once again, if you are wanting to experience this series with us, just read the chapter before you, I don't know, do each episode. What do y'all think of this chapter? I know Dakota has some thoughts because he was giddy on the
Dude.
come to
This is so far the best chapter out of all of them. First of all, the fight between Mario and the Troll King, that is awesome.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty. We're starting to get into some of the more complicated fights, which is actually something Laserbot's surprisingly decent at. Not so much the paneling aspect of it, but at least like the complicated elements of the fighting and like kind of laying down like rules and then working within those constraints. Don't get me wrong. The
you
word
can be gay about it, but it's just awesome. You just say it's awesome.
It is awesome, but I'll say this: I think last chapter is better. I
guess you can.
There's
be
so many.
About it.
There, I don't know. Most of the Elmer stuff still like just hits me so hard, but I love.
Dude.
I mean, this chapter's got two big things going for it: Cario and the Mario Brothers flashback, and then the Words of Death. So I guess we'll just get right into those.
The flashback was my favorite part of the chapter.
Dude,
that shit was so funny.
Facial hairless Mario and Luigi.
Well, he's got a little fuzz. Yeah, he got a little bit of fuzz.
He's got some peach fuzz. He was like 14 when he killed his parents. Then that's
dude. When he showed his mom to the
oh yeah, that was
fucked up,
disgusting.
Yeah. They didn't hold back on that. So Mario's disgusting fucking lips, and then I just like how they're just getting massacred, and it's just trollers gonna troll. We're actually part of the trolls. We like this thing called trolling.
No, the flashback was good. I don't have any complaints about that, but I mean, it definitely is overshadowed to me by, first of all, just the great action, the lovely fight.
You kids think I would actually you kids think I would actually love you? I don't even love your mom. And then the mom's just laughing.
Dude, I actually...
oh my god, he's crying. Haha, I wouldn't have children if unprotected sex wasn't awesome.
True. That's just true. That's... But... No, the fight actually had me on the edge of my seat. I was edging the entire time.
It's good.
I was watching.
Yeah, no, it's a solid fight. I love Mario.
I didn't play a lot of Mario, so I don't know like his outfits. So when it's kind of a funny, jarring moment when he's in a boot, like a green cartoon boot. Yeah, and the troll's like, "Damn it, I didn't see this one coming."
Yeah. Real quick before we get off the flashback. Like on the first page of the flashback, Cario's body, like when they're outside, his fucking like his physique is fucking wild. Like what is that page 2? His physique is fucking crazy.
Oh
yeah,
that's true.
Also, Luigi is crying. It's really funny too.
I'll say this is not the last time we ever see Cario. Not to say he didn't die in this, but we might get another flashback with more Cario at some point, so keep an eye out for that. And then, so the fight itself, it is pretty exciting. It's pretty fun. I think Troll King has some of the best fights in the series, actually. I don't know, it's just...
Definitely.
It's kind of fun watching him, like, kind of just dominate.
I straight up thought he was going to die. But then, dude, he pulled out, like, the 10-year-old, like, you know, when you're 10 years old and you're another kid, and he like changes the rules mid
Yeah.
he wins.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Laserbot,
No, no,
he
that
pulls that out, and I don't. It
Yeah.
works. I like it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. And then he keeps an eye on Mario's time constraints for each of his abilities, and
Mhm. And then he's pushed to his limit with the star, and
yeah.
he has
I will
to
say,
use one of
couldn't
the 10.
anyone just have the star at that point? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I think that we got a little bit of power scaling as we find out Mario is stronger than Sonic, but not as fast.
Yes,
So that's
but also he can take more hits than Sonic.
yeah. Who do you guys
Yeah.
think would win in a fight, Mario or Shadow?
Does
Mm,
Shadow have a new gun?
That's a
yeah,
great question.
if Shadow has a new gun, he will win. If he doesn't, then
I'll say this: some of the composition and like I'm looking at Mario punching right now, and I don't know. There's like weight to it. It's not like
Yeah.
well drawn, but there's weight to it, and like like you get like the blood. Like there's like he's at least like getting a consistent like line of motion. Like Mario's consistently throughout this page punching from right to left.
Mhm.
And it's just like I don't know. He's starting to get a little bit more of an eye for the comic craft, which I think is good. But
Definitely.
yeah, I mean the centerpiece of the chapter is the good old faithful, the hard R.
oh yeah, dude,
Oh,
I was
it's
gonna mention that
completely
the
censored,
horror
I mean.
art is the best part of the chapter. Actually, I
Well,
think
so
about
this
it.
was one of the things that did go viral. Is just like the panel of him saying it and then Mario crying blood and screaming.
Yeah.
Like that that went
Dude,
viral
I
because that's
wish.
just such a fucking now it's not something that you still see around. It kind of ran its course, but that used to be like people who had no idea about this comic used to like share that image around a lot because it was just like so wild.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so deserved. Like, it's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna say this: I didn't expect the chapter to end on a cliffhanger. I didn't remember it just like stopping mid fight. I thought that the chapter was the whole fight, but honestly, this might be one of our shortest episodes because I don't know that there's not that much to talk about. But if y'all got anything else before we go into predictions, we can kind of go into it.
I wish.
Um,
Okay, so one of the 10 deadly words.
Yeah, so we have cunt and we have the good old faithful. So what
Nigger. You can say
yes,
it.
that one. 8 minutes.
Trump's America, bitch.
It's
Iran,
probably yeah,
it's
yeah. That's
done.
Israel's America. We probably got to. Probably got to beep it. We're a little early, but
No, come on.
just it's 8 minutes in. I'm making a lot of money off of this.
Yeah, it's
Are
too
you?
old for you.
Yeah,
You gotta.
8
Tim, are you?
minutes or eight.
I was
Tim, are
going
you
for
actually
8
making
minutes.
money off of the podcast? I'm
No,
genuinely
probably
curious.
not. I mean, maybe like 10 cents so far.
Yo, he's
I don't know.
making
Actually,
some
I could check my
stone cold nigga
analytics.
money.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, because
Gangsta
Um.
money.
I don't know. Last time
Bitch.
I checked, the videos were not cracking 200 views.
Yeah, probably
So
not.
Damn,
Yeah.
how's it
yeah,
So
going? Fucking savage beast
yeah.
mode
Honestly,
on 10
dear
million.
viewers, dear viewers, dear listeners, share this to everyone, to your mom, to your grandma, to your
that's true. Hey, that's
yeah.
true. Hey,
It's worth
that's
getting
true.
disowned.
What do you So what do you think is gonna happen next? We don't have a whole lot of story things to talk about, but like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Mario's gonna die.
Mario's gonna die. Okay. Is he gonna get
He's.
stickied?
I think he might get
Uh,
sticky and survive. To be honest, I think he's a very hard-headed,
Mario will be the
valiant.
raped.
I think he might have to live as the raped for the rest of his life.
Yeah, because Luigi's dead. Luigi's just fucking like completely dead.
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
wait,
I think.
If Mario lives, how the fuck does Mario live?
Well, I think. I think.
I think
I
they're
have no
gonna.
idea. I have
I
no
don't know what
idea.
you know. What I'm gonna comment this. I think the
Bells, you play
trolls are
Mario
going.
games. What items does he have that he hasn't used that he could use? Because I
Oh,
don't play. I don't.
Has he used Tanuki yet?
I
No,
don't think so.
probably not.
I go
Dude,
furry
I
mode.
love Super Mario. We talked about it
I
in
think
another
the
podcast,
troll.
but I loved Super Mario Bros. Z. I need to watch that shit again.
I think
Oh,
the troll
dude,
might have
yeah,
a furry
that
thing.
that rocks.
I should say
Uh,
the troll face.
So
Troll face.
so Mario's gonna seduce his way out of it with the Tanuki outfit. That's your prediction.
Yes. Well,
Honestly, I
I
mean,
think
I guess
maybe
no,
fair
Troll
enough.
King. Troll
no.
King is aware of his son's,
Yeah.
what's the
Honestly, I
word?
think he's gonna use the mini mushroom.
Eccentricities.
Wait,
Eccentricities.
which mushroom is he gonna use?
The mini mushroom, like he's gonna use the
Oh
fucking
yeah.
the most useless
Oh
power up to
okay.
win.
I like that. I like that. What? Oh shit. Okay. Next chapter is introduces the last biggest faction, and I'm very excited for that. Holy shit! Next chapter is gonna rock just based off the title. We're gonna be getting into some really good shit in the next bunch of chapters. I'm
Hell yeah.
excited.
I will say, Tim,
Um,
I really am seeing what you're talking about how unpleasantly drawn Yoshi is.
I'm
Really,
gonna say this. I think Yoshi's better in this one. I think
I
Yoshi
don't
was
know.
pretty. The color palette's at least better this time. Like I don't know.
I
That
mean,
Okay.
first Yoshi was rough, but I don't know. He kind of I don't know. Actually, I
He's
actually
being
more
thrown.
fine.
Okay. When he's
He's
being
better.
thrown, he's okay.
Yeah. Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
But
I
that
mean,
That's a
first.
funny. That's a funny page. Um,
honestly,
I don't know.
yeah,
I think
I'll
Yoshi
say
said. I think Yoshi looks better. Like the one with Mario bloody on his back, and he's like, "Hurry, Yoshi, get me out of here." I think that's like a better design for him. Like he's got
yeah,
like it looks better. I think. I don't know.
yeah. He
Somewhat.
is starting to get more embarrassingly cutesy. Like he's starting to get
Great.
the
Fantastic.
For the listeners at home, there once was a nigger named Brant.
Yeah.
In Canada, he lived. Um, I don't know. I was
You
trying to
don't
make
got
a soliloquy.
you don't got a nostalgia critic Grinch review this. Just fucking say what happened.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So there once was a nigger named Brant, and he was
God damn
talking
it,
about
man.
how he was watching K-On, this
Yeah.
anime, uh, frankly, for
about
losers. This
Yeah.
anime,
yeah.
frankly, for losers. And
It has
no, you don't. Hey, Bells. Hey, did you know it costs $0 to be quiet?
True, Bells.
So
That's a
yeah,
lot of
learn
money
to.
in Colombia.
True. So basically, yeah, he was watching K-On kind of live posting his reaction on the Discord server. Or no, wait, he was defending the fact that he watched K-On. I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
I misremembered. He was defending it because we were like, dude, what the fuck? I was looking for good anime. I watched a couple episodes, an entire season. I watched an entire season of it. It
Chaos?
was it was yeah,
Why?
because he had it as number 3.
Yeah, but an entire season, Jesus.
I thought it
Like
would like get
you,
good.
you did it?
I know,
Dakota.
Okay,
Are you?
I
dude.
haven't watched it.
I
I don't care. It's Moe.
I
I don't give a
literally,
shit.
yeah, no, I literally watched it, and then they went to the beach, and I didn't finish that episode.
Hot.
So yeah,
Great.
yeah, I'm glad you said that. So basically, yeah, I was confronting him, and he was defending himself, basically saying, yeah, I mean, I get embarrassingly cutesy when I watch it, and so that phrase is turned into a
Brant said that. I thought that was a Bells thing. That's a Brant thing.
no. That was Brant said that, dude. Yeah,
Oh Jesus,
Didn't know.
I think
that's
Bells
fucked
is
up.
like, yeah,
The best
Bells
part is
is
Brant's
definitely
never gonna
the
know we're talking about him on this podcast because he doesn't watch anything.
true, true.
I'll say this
No.
before we go more into predictions. We glossed over the funniest joke in the entire chapter.
Wait, what's
Oh,
what can be funnier than the N word?
Very easily. Each word has a different effect. You should be you should be lucky. Really, I used one of the weaker words on you, Mario. The
Oh,
hard R is one of the weaker words.
well, I guess it was related to the horror art. So
Yeah, but he literally went out of his way to say it's one of the weaker words.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
by far the funniest thing in the chapter. Not
I'm
even
not disagreeing with
close.
you. I'm not disagreeing with you. That is
Yeah.
true.
Oh fuck. I'll say this. I really like the way Laserbot draws like blood, because it's always just like fucking like it's so messy, but it actually like he does it well. Like it
No,
always
yeah, I
just
mean,
looks so
Yeah.
fucked up.
he's keeping it real. He's keeping it, he
He
ain't
always
censoring.
he always makes the blood so stringy. It always looks so fucking nasty.
Yeah. No kidding.
All right, so we talked about what's going to happen to Mario. So we think he's going to get a little bit raped, but then either get really tiny and get out of the way, or seduce his way out of the situation. But I mentioned that there's a new faction happening. So what is the next faction that not only is the next faction, but arguably is in the top 3 most important factions above Shadow's team and Silver's team? So above all of the Troll Slayers. So it would go the Defenders, which is the Tails thing, the Trolls, and then this group. What characters, what pre-existing characters are going to be part of this group? And what are they? What are they? What are they going to do? And have we met someone who's already has an alliance with them?
Damn.
Shit. That's a good
It's gonna be the
question,
cereal
actually.
gang. It's gonna be Tony the Tiger, Rice Krispies.
Tony the Tiger. Okay.
That's a good
What?
prediction, Dakota.
So if they're not Troll
Toucan
Slayers,
Sam.
if they're not Troll Defenders, and if they're not Trolls, then who are they? What do they want? What do they do?
I think they might be like I think they're like mercenaries. They're kind of
Mercenaries. Okay.
yeah.
Maybe
Alright.
they're the
For the
trolls of
right
the
price,
trolls.
they go one
So-
way, they go the other way.
Have we met any characters that are in this new faction?
Has Trix the Rabbit shown up in this comic yet?
Yeah, he was part of the Defenders, and y'all both said that y'all did not trust him.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that I
Yeah.
still don't trust him. And I'm gonna
Okay.
say he may be a part of this.
Okay, not gonna spoil. I'm just gonna say fair and leave it
He's
at
gonna-
that.
You know, I think he's gonna. Oh wait, no, they're called the Serial Killers. That's
Serial
yeah.
killers. Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Oh,
So how do they get? So if you think they're mercenaries, but who hires them if they're mercenaries?
I think they want to be mercenaries, but they just keep being bought by Troll Sun
Okay.
and Sticky.
So just to clarify, you think one of the top 3 most prominent factions in the entire story is going to be cereal mascots? I mean, it's Tails gets trolled, so you could be right, but that is your bet.
Yeah.
That
I'd say so.
important. Okay.
Yeah.
Bells, what about you? Are you on Dakota's side with this, or you think it's something else?
Watch me get totally vindicated, by the way.
Nah, I think I probably agree with Dakota, but I do have 2 more predictions
Yes.
for this.
Okay, what's that?
Dude, the D train.
Okay, this one is not really related to your question, but I think Yoshi is going to be used as a slot by the trolls.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
Actually, that's a good question. Is Yoshi gonna? We said Mario is gonna escape. Is Yoshi gonna die?
No, dude.
Yeah, well-
Yoshi's going to somehow survive,
They leave you on
but
such
the
a
trolls are going to
cliffhanger.
abuse him.
They do.
Uh-oh. I think
What?
I'm definitely. They leave you on such a cliffhanger, but I do think. I think Mario specifically saying "leave Yoshi alone." I think that's going to foreshadow some punishment.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So Bells, what you said you had 2 predictions. What was your other one?
Oh, I think speaking of serial killers, I think Jeff the killer is gonna appear. I'm gonna
You think
put my money on this.
Jeff the Killer. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
That rocks.
that's
Hey.
right.
What about the schmucks we've left behind? Shadow's group, Silver's group. Tails and the Defenders. Anything going to happen with them next chapter?
Hopefully.
Maybe.
I'd like to see
Which
more
one?
of those
If you
fellas.
had to pick one of those three, which one do you want to flash back to?
Say them again.
Between Shadow's group, Silver's group, and Tails and the Defenders.
Definitely. Well, I definitely want to see what's going on with Tails and Silver.
Okay.
Shadow. Okay. I mean, all of them, kind of equally.
Yeah.
I don't have too much of a particularity about each one.
Then which one do you think is most likely?
I'd say Tails. It's been a little.
Because Tails is about to start his training to get stronger. Silver's group just escaped capture by going and bunking with the Underbite Troll, and Shadow's group is just wasting time trying to figure out how to fight Mario. Just doing fucking nothing. So, and then the trolls are busy with Mario, so that's kind of why I didn't include them. But yeah, like I said, this could probably be a shorter one. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about on this chapter?
Israel's awesome.
Israel?
Israel.
I have to check with my best friend Laserbot about that, but I'd be curious to see his take on it.
See, I don't trust the opinions of artists. They're all wrong.
Yeah.
Snails is who I look to.
Yeah.
I
guess for the people out there, Dakota and I have a mutual friend from Israel called. Okay, never mind. You guys don't get to know. We're just gonna leave that in the pod, I guess.
The snails shall inherit the earth.
Okay, so
you know this.
Would you guys do Mario's mom?
Of course.
That's a devilish question.
Do you think?
Do you
think it'd be if you fucked her? Do you think it would be like good? Like what would would you feel really bad afterwards? Would it be exciting in the moment? Would you have to like force yourself to even start it? What intercourse with Mario's mom? What are we thinking?
I think I'll put my dick in her grill face.
Well, okay. See, he's gay, so he gets to say that.
Yeah.
Me being an oppressed straight man, I have to be a little more.
All right, so Bells, would you fuck Cario? Same question except for Cario, and then Dakota can answer the Mario's mom, which doesn't have a name.
So so Mario's mom, I have to say, like that is definitely one where it's like the build up is probably the most exciting part, where like you're watching this woman who's like obviously lost her mental capabilities, try to like flirt with you, but you can see that she's like already hot. So you see that. That's going to be the most exciting part, and to
be honest, I would rather
you're going to have to follow through. You're going to have to actually go to her bedroom. You're going to actually have to take off her clothes. I
would much rather after the stovetop than before, to be honest.
The mole-ridden sag bags. You have to.
Yeah, I would definitely rather after the stove.
You feel like killing yourself before, during, and after.
Like that shot of her just melted face on the ground with Mario standing over her with a bloody baseball bat. Would you just like to just slide those pants down and just have your way?
Oh, that's good.
I mentioned to Howard just actually a little bit before this. I mentioned to Howard, a good Jew friend, Howard.
Friend of the show, Howard, leader.
Yes, he watches every episode. And, I mentioned how this podcast essentially, since I joined, kind of turned into 2.5 Men where, you guys are pedophiles, but because I'm not a pedophile, I'm the half a man.
Yeah. Yeah, as an NC server can attest, you are the least pedophilic of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into in jokes now. Bells, would you fuck Cario?
Well, yes, but I want to say one thing. I think there's gonna be a big plot twist in later chapters. It's gonna be revealed that Kario and Mario's mom are actually not his parents, and
Okay.
that Yoshi somehow managed to.
Okay, I don't know where the fuck this is going. So
Portrait.
Bells, would you rather suck Cario's cock or fuck him in the ass?
Oh,
We're
I don't
delving
know,
deep
man.
into the mind of a demented fudge backer.
Would you
I
let
mean-
Cario sit on your face?
I mean, wait, is
The pungent
Kario is
odor.
white, right?
Yes, I think. Yeah, he's white trash. I think that's the joke. He's like a
Yeah.
white trash wop.
I mean, if he swaps races, then maybe.
Okay.
But think
So,
of the pungent odor.
So Bells is about fat nigga season. Which,
Dude,
by the way, great Instagram account.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Um,
I'm buying.
yeah.
Tim, you
I'm
have-
buying billions in fat nigga tech. Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
Tim, you haven't gotten any of the podcast episodes demonetized, right?
Somehow. We'll see.
Uh, well,
So far, all of them have gone under the radar, but we'll see how that goes. I have nothing else to say about this chapter or about predictions. Y'all got anything?
no.
Okay. Well, this has been the Tails Gets Trolled Experience, Episode 7. We'll be back next Monday with Chapter 8 of the series.
Yeah, it's gonna be 8 chapters. Gonna be.
Thanks, Bells. You can stop.
Dude, I'm
Fucking
sorry.
cut it. Cut the shit.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
apologize. Just fucking stop the recording.
Okay,
Hey,
fine,
yo.
fine.
Hey,
Goodbye,
yo, bruh,
everybody.
cut
Goodbye,
this shit,
niggers.
bruh.